I feel like I've seen this Back to Black trailer a million times, so I was definitely excited that it was finally released in theaters so that I could check this movie out. Back to Black is the story of Amy Winehouse and how she got started in her career, her relationship with her husband and her family, and what all led up till the end of her career when she did pass away. Let me tell you, this movie made me angry. It is not often that movies make me angry, and this one absolutely did. Back to Black was so frustrating. First of all, it was in Dolby Theater, and I don't know why it was in a Dolby Theater because it didn't fill up the whole screen. It was just kind of the middle of the screen. There was no loud sounds. I was actually sitting underneath the speaker, so I was worried it'd be super loud and nothing, no vibrations. Didn't even remember that I was in a Dolby Theater, honestly. So don't know why it was in Dolby, first of all. Second, this movie is supposed to be about Amy Winehouse's life. And in the movie, she talks about how she wants to remember for her music and nothing more. But this movie does the exact opposite of that. All it does is point out everything she did poorly and all of the bad stuff she did in her life and how she was basically a failure at life. And it doesn't focus on anything good she did really. It maybe snippets here and there, but it just doesn't focus on the music at all. It's really just about the relationship she had with her husband. And that also drove me crazy because at a point in the movie, they're like, her husband's like, oh, they're blaming me for all of this. And she's like, well, they should know that I don't do anything that I don't want to do, which may be true, but that is not how the movie portrays Amy Winehouse whatsoever. They portray her as a woman who cannot live without a man in her life. She does not know how to live whenever he leaves her. She goes through meltdowns. She takes illegal substances and drinks until she blacks out. Like, she does not survive life without a man in her life. And so this movie keeps saying how she's this strong woman, and it never actually portrayed that whatsoever. It just showed her desperateness. Like, at one point, her husband walks out of her show and she has a meltdown because of it. Because how dare her husband not watch her show? Like, it's just the whole thing was just, here's Amy Winehouse, here's how she is desperate for her husband and nothing else, and then this is why her career ends. And it was frustrating for me. I wanted more. I don't feel like this is the legacy that should be left for her, and it just wasn't a good movie. There wasn't chemistry. I mean, the music was okay here and there. It's not Amy Winehouse singing, but it's just this movie made me angry. Do not waste your time seeing this movie at all in theaters. You don't need to see this movie in theaters. I don't even think you need to see this movie at all. But if you're going to, wait till it's at home and streaming. But do not see this in theaters. It is not worth your time. I don't usually have this strong of opinion about a movie, but this movie is frustrating and obnoxious. Do not watch this movie. Now, I saw this a sneak peek before even opening night, so there's not the audience scores out yet, but as you can see, the critics gave this a 37%, and honestly, I think that's high. So, yeah, did you see Back to Black? Did you like it? Can you tell me why you liked it? Did you think it was a good movie? Did you not like it? What are your thoughts on Back to Black? I need to know. Are you angry like me? What are your thoughts?